How is everybody doing today? Just going live. Going to be answering some questions, going to be pulling some cards, going to be doing some collective readings. So if anybody would like a question, I'm going to be doing one question per person. You can put your question into the chat. We're going to be out live on YouTube as well. So for anybody here who is on YouTube, say hello. Going to answer a few questions. We'll pull some collective readings. I think we're going to get a few messages from my newer decks. I just picked up a few new decks, so we're gonna try a few things. I think the first deck I'm going to pull out. And hello, Duchess. It's nice to see you coming. You're always at at my lives. Love to see you here. If you have a question, just put it into the chat window. And I'm going to pull out my new deck. It's called Thriving Tapestry, and it's I bought it because I wanted some fox cards, and I was able to find some. There was foxes and raccoons. They're kind of like foxes, just not as good looking. But let's see what we've got going on here. And with that, let's pull a couple collective cards while we're waiting for people to join. So, Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? What do the foxes and raccoons want for the collective? So let's see what we got. Got a couple cards here. Let me get a few more cards from the foxes. There we go. Okay. So for the collective, we have a couple cards coming out. The first card we have is Focus. Maintain a purposeful path by aligning your focus and eliminating distractions. So this is for the collective. Uh, Transform. Turn disruptions into growth by aligning actions with your values. So make sure that what you're saying and what you're doing are actually in alignment. Stitch. Create a life plan that enriches your sense of purpose through diverse experiences. And then the last one is view milestones as stepping stone on your journey to a joyful life. So it looks like we have a few foxes coming out and a few raccoons, and they're basically, kind of telling us that, as you start planning and focusing on what you want to attain, make sure that when you're doing it, you're kind of in alignment. So your actions, your words, everything becomes in alignment with who you are. And then piece these parts of your journey together piece by piece until you have something that is what you're really looking to create. So hopefully that resonates with somebody here. And please like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you do have any questions, pop them into the chat window. I'm doing one question per person. Uh, I also have some time to do mini reads. I have some time to do some full reads. You just let me know if anybody wants a paid read. I can also do some mini light languages. The mini light language will run around $10 if anybody's looking for an activation. Any of the smaller reads I'll do for $10, which is, what's blocking you in love, messages from your person, or messages from your higher self. Or if you just wanted something really clarified a little bit deeper, something like about 5 to 7 cards I would pull would be for 10 as well. So if anybody would like the free one question per person, please do pop it in the window while I pull out what other energies want to come out for the collective for today. I think I'm going to go to the standard tarot deck to see what other messages want to pop out for the collective. And thank you so much for all the hearts. I absolutely love it. That's very nice. I love to see the hearts coming through. And so let's take a look at what's going on for the collective. So Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective? What energies are out there right now? Looks like my YouTubers are not coming out today. So let's see what we have here. But I do have a bunch of people on the TikTok. So let's see what comes out in the collective energies for today. Wow, we had some ones popping right out. And so let's see what we've got going on here. So the first one we have is the star, right? And when we see the star, that means, things are coming through: faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, right? And you can see she's not only pouring in the water into here, but the water's pouring from here. So she's divinely just filling that lake up with water. Water is always emotions and manifestations. And so she's creating her own manifestations. And the fool, right? The fool is the one that's so carefree he could just walk right off the cliff. Why? Because he's starting on a new journey. He has no predisposed opinions or notions. It's just brand spanking new, like a child just coming out of the womb, right? And then we have the chariot. Chariot means that things are finally coming into motion for those of you who have been waiting for that new journey. And the Empress. Empress is always about fulfillment, bounty, uh, end of the journey. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is someone who's coming in. So you have some male energy starting to come in for you. These are, when he's got a cup, he's got a gift. He's coming in, and not as good, not quite as good as having a Knight of Pentacles, but the Knight of Cups is really good. They're coming in very maturely. And then last but not least, we have the Three of Pentacles, right? And this is like a wedding ceremony. So there's something coming in here for that Empress energy. And so people who are looking for that Empress energy, this is what's coming in for the collective. And so with that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe, and put into the chat window if you have any questions that you would like to have answered. I am doing one question per person answering. Otherwise, I'll just do a few collectives. I'll come on for about a half hour or so. Oh, thank you so much, Ella. Haven't seen you around in a while. How are things? Um, and let's take a look at what other energies want to be shown for the collective today. And we'll get into the love energies because everybody loves the love energies. I love the love energies too. It's a beautiful place to be. So let's see what other energies want to come out for the collective in this now moment. And so with that, let's see where we are. So Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective right now? What do they need to know? What things should they be balancing? What are the energies that you want to show us? Well, we've got a few of them coming through. So the one that popped up straight away uh, is you have a headache, Ella. Generally, when you get a headache, it means that a part of you is attacking you for some reason or another. A lot of times it's when you try to start to open up and try to get into that place of healing. You get a headache, and the headache is you energetically actually attacking yourself. So there's an energy of deceit, and I've seen this one come up a lot this last week. So be really careful. Make sure everybody that you are looking into that place that you have. And if you hang on a little bit, Ella, maybe I'll throw in a little light language to get rid of that headache. So the deceit is coming in. You have to make sure that people who are coming in, that using your discernment, making sure that they are who they are, that their words are aligning with their actions, because many times they're not. We also have second chakra, Archangel Ariel, right? And the second chakra is your sacral, right? So this is probably somebody coming into your energy. This is kind of a sexual energy coming in. It's going to be a caring connection. However, we have the garden and the gate, right? And so this gate is you can see that she can walk right into the garden if she wants to, or she can put the gate and close the gate. And so what Spirit's saying is that there is a connection coming in, right? But be wary of deceit, and if you find that that energy is not coming in correct, close the gate. So hopefully that message was meant to find whoever is coming in on that. And with that, let's see if we have any questions from anybody here. If no questions, Ella, if you want a little light language to clear out that headache, I could probably clear that out. Just let me know inside of the chat window, and we'll try to clear you out. All right, so Ella, this is for you and for anybody else who would like a clearing. If you have a headache or some random pain somewhere, what we're going to do is we're just going to set the intention to clear out whatever it is in your energies that is creating that pain within yourself, and to release it down to Mother Earth and the ground. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the frequency of love from outside of polarity. We're going to ask our higher selves to bring that in through our crown and all the way through our feet. If you do want to receive this healing, all you need to do is just set an intention to receive. If you don't, that's okay too. You can just set an intention not to receive, and you won't receive. And for those of you who are new to light language, it is an energetic expression of self to help you to do some healing, bringing down some codes and stuff like that. Some people will get physical sensations, some people will feel emotions, and some people will just feel nothing, but that's okay. You receive it the way you're meant to receive it. So let's set the intention to clear out whatever physical pains that you're experiencing in the now moment. Release them out, heal them with the frequency of love. We're going to bring this in from outside of polarity. We're going to ask for our higher selves outside of this polarity universe to come down and help us with this. And at the same time, we're going to do this at the highest frequency with no harm to anybody. So let's just sit back and let's receive.
Shapa na pa uli siya da papa ya ya papa papa no 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 siya papa papa na ha ya ya papa papa na ba na ha ya ya papa 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 no pa hi ya ne ne shi 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 papa 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 no pa papa ha na ya ya papa papa no ho pa ya ya papa papa no papa u shu no 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 pa ne hi ya ya papa papa u hu sho no 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 papa papa ya ya papa papa no ho pa nene ni shishi papa na pa ana u papa hushi nene di papa ushishi pufufu.
All right, so I think that should help you, Ella. Let me know how that was received. And for those of you just joining, I am doing some live readings. I'm going to do some collective stuff such as the light language healing. If you, I'm glad you felt lifted. Um, if you have questions that you would like answered, just put it into the chat window. It is one question free per person, and I have some time to do some mini light languages paid, or also some mini readings that were also paid. You're welcome, Ella. Just like I say, you got to get into why you're attacking yourself. What was it that was bringing this headache on? If you were, a lot of times once you are, thank you, Ella. Once you're in that healing method, what's going to happen is parts of yourself that don't want you to be healed, don't want you to open up to yourself, are going to come in and they're going to start attacking you. So it's really you attacking you, and that's the hard part. But we can always clear it out. We just can set intentions to clear those things out. So with that, if we do have any people that would like a card, please do put it was you in the negative. Yeah, you have to just set an intention, Ella, that anytime that comes in, that you're going to clear it out of your own energy by just being in place. Just bring in the frequency of love through your crown, and as you bring that in, just feel it kind of rinsing away all that pain, and sending that timeline, that version of you, a little bit of a healing and love. And so for anybody that would like a card, let me know. And while I'm waiting to see if we can get anybody that would like a card, I will pull some messages for the collective for your higher selves. So let's see what we've got from the highest selves of everybody here. What messages, what inspirations? Would you like a card, Lynn? Is there anything specific you'd like a card for, or just uh, a general card? Just let me know in the chat. And let's see, Spirit, what else do you want for the higher selves of this collective? Okay, we'll pull you a general one. See what I'm called to for you, Lynn. All right, so we got a couple messages from our higher selves. And the first message is, um, don't take action when there's a feeling of resistance, right? And so whenever you're feeling resistance, you got to go within and understand, why do you have that resistance? What is it that's holding you back? And you just need to sit with yourself and try to figure out what it is. What is it that you are not in alignment with, that you're creating this resistance? And Spirit's also saying you are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart, right? And so this is a word for everybody here. This is time for creativity. Follow your heart, not your head. Your heart is going to lead you to better places than your head, because your head usually has a lot of fear in it, and we don't want to be in that space. So let's see what we have for you, Lynn. And then for anybody who does get a card or an activation, I do ask that you follow the channel, like and share. And let's see what I am called for Lynn. Let's see what we have here. You know what, Lynn, I think I'm going to pull one of my newer decks out, and that deck is the Beast deck. So let's see what your spirit animal wants to say for you, Lynn. I feel that the spirit animals want to talk to you today. Spirit, what is? I think there's one more card. What? Okay, we got 3 cards. So let's see what you have for you, Lynn. So, Lynn, we have a few cards here, right? And so the first one is the hardworking bee, right? You have power to realize your dream, right? This is a spirit animal with a heavy, heavy work ethic, because they're going to just work themselves to death, right? And then we have uh, the sacred snake, right? And snake energy is actually not as what people think it is. Most times it's not a deceitful energy. It's an energy of change, because the snake is always uh, adapting, growing, shedding its skin, shedding the old layers of its skin as it starts to grow, because otherwise it would suffocate itself. So there's always growth involved with snakes. And this is wisdom, grounding, and eloquence. And the last one is uh, the strength tiger, right? Courage, willpower, strength. Use your passion and strength to overcome anything. So it seems like you're working towards something, and this something is something that's going to take a little time, because wisdom never comes instantaneously. That comes with time. And Spirit's saying that, you've got the strength, you've got the willpower. Just keep on moving, keep on doing the hard work, and if you do it, you're gonna shed that old skin, and you're gonna really blossom. So I hope that resonates with you, Lynn. Just let me know in the comments. And it looks like I said, today the animals wanted to come out. So if we have anybody else that would like a card, I am doing 1 question per person for free. I can do some paid readings if somebody wants to really dig into it. And I can also, do some light language activations and healings if anybody would like some as well. So with that, anybody who would like a question, please put it into the comments. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some love energy cards. I want to see what's going on in the energy of love for the collective. And I'm going to ask the romance angels, what's coming down the pike for the collective. And if you're looking for your own personal 1 question, I can do it on pretty much anything. I just don't do things like pregnancy. That's not something I get into. That should be a surprise. But let's see what's going on with love, right? And let's see what we've got coming on. All right. So for many of you, you're going to be healing some family issues, right? And this could be, your immediate family. This could be, um, could be just friends and family, because friends are always sometimes as family. But you're healing some issues that you have, some blocks, some things that are holding love away from your life. And for many of you, a lot of it has to do with religious factors. And when we see religious factors, it doesn't always mean that it's religion. What it means is that there is, some very deep rooted uh, customs that could be issues because it seems so foreign to you, that person, that situation. It's just not something that, inside your space. And so because it's so foreign, you're afraid of what would happen with, right? Those mixed marriages, what could happen, right? And so what Spirit's saying is let your friends help you on this situation. Because if you can get through and heal this, then you're going to be calling in your soulmate, and that soulmate's going to manifest very soon. And what is it bringing? It's bringing the potential for a wedding. And when we see wedding, it doesn't always mean it's a wedding. A lot of times it means it's a commitment that's coming in, something more than what you've had before. So if you've been wanting something, start working on this here, the healing stuff, right? If you go to my channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, I have a huge spiritual healing channel. It's on YouTube, so some of you are watching from that channel on YouTube, others are watching from TikTok. And in there, I have a lot of light language healings that kind of help you in with that. But if you feel like you're kind of stuck and really stuck into this place here that you can't seem to unstick yourself, well, I can do some small personal light languages here for 10, or I can do a personal light language, a full one, which, usually about 8 minutes to 15 minutes worth of light language to really get down deep and clear. And those run 55. And so hopefully some of you are moving into those love energies and you're clearing this stuff out because I've been pulling a lot of really good love energies coming through for the collective. And so with that, let's see what else we have within the space of love. Let's see, what other cards am I going to pull? Let's see, I haven't pulled some cards in a while, some good ones. Let's see if I can find a deck that is truly, truly resonating. All right, let's go for the Hidden Heart Secrets cards and see what we have within that space. And so it looks like Monday nights, I used to do this with Susan. It was always a slow night. It looks like Monday nights are still staying a little bit slow. Hey, Keisha, haven't seen you in a while. Let's see what we have going on here. So let's see what energies, some other love messages that we have for our collective. Yeah, I was just had some free time, so I said, let me jump on for an hour or so and see what comes in. If anybody's around, we'll pull some cards. If nobody's around, that's okay too. But so we got four cards coming in for the collective in love, right? And a lot of you right now are sitting in this space of separation, um, and that's okay. I mean, this distance is here. And because of the distance and the separation, a lot of you have really been depleted and drained because this journey has really taken a lot of toll for you, especially in that space of love, right? And there's a longing, a craving, and an aching and a wanting, right? And we got to get out of this craving, longing energy. And the reason why is because this is an energy of lack. And we don't want to be in that space of lack. And so Spirit's saying, change your perspective. Find yourself in that happiness inside of, I'm going to pull a few more cards because I think we need some more clarity on this. Find a better perspective, clear your headspace, get rid of the old, all that stuff that's been weighing you down, holding you into that hamster wheel of karma. If a lot of you have been watching my uh, lives, I talk a lot about the hamster wheel of karma, right? And, trying to, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's just a definition of insanity. And many of us have been insane for lifetime after lifetime because we keep on making the same choices over and over again and not realizing it leads us to that blank wall. So, Spirit, what else do you want to tell us? Can you clarify? What happens when we change that perspective? What else is coming through for us? And so let's get a few more cards. We might pull a few more after this. And so Spirit's saying, you know, trust in this. This is loyalty is the puppy dog, right? Trusting, reliability, believing. So Spirit's saying start believing. Start believing that this is coming through. Um, get rid of that resistance because there is a secret admirer that's kind of wanting to come in, and this is a person from your past life. And so this is, for some of you who believe in twins, you got to be careful about twin flames because a lot of times they're coming in to keep you stuck. And so what you have to do is you have to find the one that's closer in alignment to who you are, not the one that's creating so much trauma within you that you're basically stuck and waiting for them forever and ever. And that's not a place you want to be in. You want to be in a place of allowing and allowing it to flow and attract. And so with that, the other energy we have is it's time to think of everything you admire in your partner and trust, right? Trust that your partner's coming in and go within yourself deeply. And if you do go within yourself deeply, you may be about to be surprised. So, like I say, you see me drawing these cards. This is not one of those ones where they, preload every card on the deck. You see me shuffling them right here on the deck on the cards. These are you can't make these up. This is what Spirit's telling you. As you go within, as you start getting out of this energy, and you start trusting what's coming here. You can all read it. I'm going to hold it right up to the camera. Surprise, right? So let's all get ready for that surprise, and let's see if Spirit is willing to give us any clues on timing. Just remember that timing is as fluid as the next decision, so anything can change on a matter of a dime by every decision that you make. Well, let's just see where we are looking into this timeline. What does it look like? When is that surprise coming? Spirit's really busting our chops, right? So for some of you, it's going to be you're wasting your time because you're not ready to let go of all this stuff. For those that are not, we have from winter to 6 months from now. Right? So those who decide to go within, start doing their healing, start being serious about getting out of that hamster wheel of karma, we're days away from winter, days away. Right? We have 12 days till winter starts, and we have until the summer. Right? So uh, it's really close. You're almost able to touch it. So get in there and start doing your healing because remember, we are Silver Fox spiritual healing, and we look at things from a healing perspective, not just from, hey, tell me what my future is. Well, your future is whatever you decide to create, right? And you create your future and you create your manifestations by taking control of your subconscious and stop letting your subconscious run your life. And how do you do that? By healing, getting rid of the trauma, and getting more in touch with yourself. So the more you connect to yourself, the more you heal, the more that trauma gets away from you, and you're able to connect yourself back to your subconscious, which is doing all the manifesting. And if it's doing what it wants to do, because it's pretty much self-aware of itself, it's going to control your future, not you. So if you want to truly create your life, you need to truly get in touch with who you are and get in touch with your own self because you have all the answers and you have all the methods of creation within you. So with that, do we have anybody who would like a question or two? Otherwise, I may call it an evening if I don't have any other questions or cards that somebody would like some clarity on. Uh, I'm going to give it a few minutes here, and I might pull one or two more cards of encouragement. Let's see which one we're going to pull from. See if I can find the deck. I think I'm going to see what the dragons want to say for us today. And so if you have had a card, please like, follow, share, subscribe. Donations are always greatly appreciated, but not required. And let's see what is coming in from the dragons. Dragons, one of the first light languages I was able to speak, and I still continue to speak it, but I've gone on to about 400 or 500 other ones out there, so my library is pretty extensive at this point. So let's see what the dragons want to say. They always telling me they want to say something. Dragons are not quiet creatures. So let's see what's coming in from the dragons. Okay, I've got two cards. We have the air and the water dragon, right? And so if you notice the colors on here, this is green and blue, right? And so the air and water dragon is helps you connect to your higher frequencies. And why does it help you connect to your higher frequencies? Because this is your throat chakra and your heart chakra, right? The heart is where the majority of your soul's power sits. It's the gateway into yourself. And then your throat chakra is your ability to communicate, to go within and speak to your truth. And then you have the royal blue and gold dragon, right? And if you look at it, right, it strengthens you to stand up in your power and wisdom. But if you look at the colors of the cards, right, so we have blue, throat. Okay, we have purple, which is divine. It's your divine communication. Usually third eye or crown is a purple. And then the gold, that's divine as well. And you notice that he's almost got like a little rainbow on here. So the dragons are telling you to really get into your divinity, to really get in touch with yourself, and to really start speaking your truth. So with that, that's the last bit of collective cards I am pulling for today. If anybody would like a card, please do put your uh, put your questions in there. And hello, Lenore. Good to see you again. If you'd like a card, please let me know. And how are you doing out in Portugal? It's really late for you out there, isn't it? And happy holiday season to you. So if you'd like a card for coming out uh, and being awake this late, just put your question into the comment and I will pull some cards for you. I just decided to do a little pop-up. I do them on Mondays and Wednesdays sometimes where I just feel called to pull some cards. So whoever's got a question, I'm going to give you a few minutes here. Uh, sure, we can do that, Lourdes. You don't have to hate to ask a relationship question. Look, everybody would like to. And yes, you may have a card, Lenore. Just tell me what you'd like. Lourdes, it's not a problem asking a relationship question because we all have those questions. And so let's let's see what's going on in your energies with Isaac. Let's see what it is because generally you'll know whether or not you should contact your person, but let's see what the energies are saying about the two of you, and then we'll ask the universe a yes or no question. So, okay, and so Lenore, just put in your in the comments what you'd like a card on. So let's see what we have here. So, all right, we got a bunch of cards out here, right? And so within the cards, right, with you and Isaac, the energies, right? So you're getting signs and clues. Spirit is giving you a lot of different signs and clues, and he's saying that there's real feelings here. Uh, Very physical relationship, and yeah, Lenore, I'll get to that as soon as I'm done with this one. And what I'm also seeing is twin flame union. Now, the thing I caution everybody about this whole twin flame union. So there's a lot of good energies here. And I caution you about trying to fit this label of twin flame and twin flame union. And the reason I say that is because for the most part, that is um, a trap, right? And it's a trap meant to keep you stuck and not to connect to yourself by keeping you so fixated on a specific person that you ignore yourself and you stop connecting yourself and stop healing. So take it more for that, yeah, there's going to be something coming on with you guys again. It and what you have to do is you have to feel into this energy. Is this energy that is keeping you stuck and keeping you from your healing, or is this an energy that is just, you guys have, been able to solve some of your problems? So we're going to ask the universe here, what is, I'm just going to ask a yes or no here. should you contact Isaac? A lot of times, you got to feel into your heart on that, and there's never a right answer. And the universe is saying anything is possible. So, is that a yes, universe? Should she contact Isaac? And Spirit saying end it now, meaning stop obsessing about it. This is going to come in time, right? That's what I'm getting the feeling of. So, I think there's a lot of energy that's there for you, but you got to let this stew a little bit more before it's time to have the communication. You'll get a sign. Spirit will give you that sign and clue as to when and where that you're supposed to do that. So, hopefully that will answer your question. And please do like, follow, and share. And so let's see. And hello, Kamal. How are you doing today? So Lenore, let's see what we have for you coming in. Let's see which deck I want to use for that. I think I am going to use this deck here. So a card regarding love. Will you meet your person? Well, you will meet your person, Lenore. But you have to allow it in, and that's the toughest part. And let's see what's in your energies right now, Lenore. And so got three cards for you. So we have enlightenment, connection, and obstacles. And so right now, when you see these three, right, when we look at them together, this is telling you to go within and start connecting with yourself first, because you need to get to this place of enlightenment, meaning being happy within yourself. And as you become happy within yourself, then uh, these obstacles are going to go away. But otherwise, it's going to stay as an obstacle, and it's going to prevent you from getting into that place of love that you really want. That you want to find that person, because you need to be happy within yourself. And let me just get two more cards, Spirit, on this. And the two cards I got are three. Quality time. So you need to spend some quality time with yourself. Uh, the responsibilities, so these are part of those obstacles that are keeping you from connecting to yourself. And Spirit saying tease, meaning stay light about it. So I hope this answers your question. I wish I had, yes, you're going to have somebody coming in, it's going to come in on this time. Right now, Spirit wants you to concentrate on yourself and to meet yourself in the middle. Find yourself, and as you find yourself, your person's going to magically appear. And so let's see what we have for you, Kamal. And it's good, Kamal. I'm glad you're finally in that space of being happy with yourself. It's been a long time coming, and it's that's a great place to be, because you're going to be attracting so much more within that. So let's see. You have a event on the 30th and the 31st. Well, 30th, that's my birthday, so it's gotta be a good time for you. That's a lucky day. And let's see which one we're going to do. I think we're going to do clarifying life situations, and we're going to see what they give us for this. It's a new deck. I haven't really had a lot with it, so let's see what this one's going to come up with. And so, all right, Kamal's event. How will that be for today? And thank you, Lenore. That's very nice of you. And let's see. And for those of you who are trying to see where, well, happy birthday to you too, Lourdes. Another Capricorn. So let's see what we have for Kamal. And for those of you who don't see the other chats, it's because I'm on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So Kamal, the card I got for you is Decision Time. Faced with an upcoming career choice, guide your decision with facts and data rather than emotions. Analyze objectively. And I feel there's one more card that needs to come out. So, All right. Sometimes showing only part of ourselves to the world. Uh, Guard vulnerability wisely. And they're saying, keep yourself a little bit on the protective. Make sure your boundaries are up. Whatever's going to happen on that event is going to trigger a decision for you. And Spirit's just saying, just look at it objectively, how you would advise somebody else to face that same decision. That's how they want you to. I feel ultimately it's going to be a good day, but you're going to possibly get an opportunity that you're going to have to make a decision on. So hopefully that helps, Kamal. And Lenore, we all think we're happy with ourselves, and then what we don't do is, and this is something that we all find out is that we think we like things and we think we're happy with it, but you know what? We create everything within our own reality. And a lot of times we create the blocks. And why do we create the blocks? Because there's something in ourselves that we're not really willing to face yet. And so we like to fool ourselves a lot. And, I'm not saying that you are. What I am saying is that, think into it and, kind of bring into it a little bit. Because if love is not manifesting, there's a reason why. There's clearly something that you need to be in a place of. Um, and You need to be inside of that place to allow whatever needs to come in, and something there is blocking. I can pull the blocking. I can tell you exactly what it is. Probably will do that. And Kamal, they didn't really give you a confirmation of yes or no, but I'll pull a yes or no. Will Kamal happen? It's saying yes, it's going to happen, Kamal. So you will you will get that event. But I want to get back to Lenore for a second because there's always a blocking energy when we don't have that love that we want in our life. It's because we're creating that block within ourselves because it's always brought back to ourselves, whether we have something or don't have something. It's because we feel somehow that we don't deserve it, or we feel somehow that we're not ready for it. There's a billion reasons we give ourselves internally through our subconscious. And for you, it's confusion. You don't know what you want. And so Spirit's saying to you, that's the block that's not allowing the love to come in, Lenore. It's because you need to really figure out what it is you want. And sometimes what we think we want isn't really what we want. What we're thinking about and what we feel we want is actually a trauma response from what everybody's told us what we want. And that's why a lot of your cards were to go within and kind of feel things out, because this is your main block. It's one of the most powerful reads I can ever do. Is what's blocking you in love. Most people don't want to know because then they have to take responsibility for uh, their own manifestations, and most of us don't want to do it. Trust me, I want to face a lot of mine for a long time, and sometimes you just got to do it and buckle up. But I hope this helps you because these are meant to help because we're all about healing here. You can't fix what's broken if you're not aware of what it is that you're actually creating in your life. And a lot of us go through life uh, basically not wanting to know and telling ourselves stories that aren't true in order to keep up whatever facade that we want. Again, I hope this helps because this is exactly, what I'm trying to do here is to help people, not kind of put them in a space. Yeah, unconditional love is, but in order to get to unconditional love, Lenore, right? And this is what Spirit is telling you is that unconditional love is one of the hardest ones to get to, right? And because you have to give that unconditional love to yourself, and a lot of us secretly think we love ourselves, and then we find out, wait a second, once you start connecting inwards to yourself, you find out you got a lot of trauma that needs to be healed that you weren't aware of because your subconscious has been hiding this stuff from us. These cards kind of help pull out what our subconscious is hiding from us, and they can help you, or they can just It's always healing's always a choice. First, you have to be aware, and then second, uh, you have to be willing to face whatever it is that's manifesting. Because, like I say, we always manifest the things that need our attention the most in our 3D world. And so sometimes, you'll see these events come up and like, why is this happening to me? And it's not so much why is it happening to me? Why am I creating these events? Why am I attracting it? Because it's only you that's manifesting your entire stack of your reality. Nobody else is manifesting it. You're allowing something to happen or you're creating something to happen. But either way, it's a choice. But most of us are living 99% of our manifestations from our subconscious, which needs to kind of be connected back into our conscious mind so we can actually get back to the proper space of creating, if that makes sense. So with that, if I have any more questions, please do uh, look at put some questions in here. Otherwise, I've been on for about 45 minutes. Maybe I'll do a quick light language if anybody's still on that would like a little bit of light language. I'll do one for I'll just do one for clarity, right? Will you be in a relationship soon, Jolie? Let's find out. And then I'm going to do a light language activation, and I'm just going to give clarity to people who are seeking clarity on a lot of different things. So, if you want that light language healing as well, that one will come through. So, let's see what we have for Jolie. Will you be in a relationship soon? And so I've got friendly support here as the energies of love around you, and I'm just going to ask a yes or no. Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask a timing question. Uh, and will Jolie be in a relationship soon? So Spirit is saying faster than you think in the morning. So the energies are there for you, but you have to allow them in. So I hope that helps you, Jolie. They're having some fun with you today. So look for the morning. And so with that, let's get a light language for some clarity, and then Misty, I'll answer your question. Same with you, Jimmy. So in this light language activation, I'm going to do it's going to be to help you obtain clarity in what you want most, and you're going to get clarity from yourself because yourself is the only one that's going to tell you the truth. But you have to be open to yourself to connect to get to that truth. So if you would like to receive that, if you would like to receive that activation, just set the intention to receive it. If you don't want to receive it, just set the intention not to. Nobody receives anything that they don't want to receive, and you won't receive anything you're not ready to receive. So with that, we're going to set the intention to gain clarity on the situation that's troubling you the most, that you are confused the most about. Let's get that clarity in for you. We're going to set the intention for our higher selves outside of polarity to come in here and to help us with these codes and these intentions using the frequency of love uh, to clear the confusion, clear the fog, and get you the answer directly from yourself with the highest frequency of love and with no harm to anybody. So, with that, let's just set those intentions. Listen with your heart, not with your ears.
Shepanadi shipapapat ya ya papapat no 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 papapat ya ya papapat na haya ya papapap no pa ni shi 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 papapat na haya ya papapap no hupa papapat ne he ya ya papapap na ya ya yu shu shu hu papapap ne he papa no hu papapap na ya ya papapap ne he ya ya papapap na sha sha na papapap no hu papa na haya ya papapap ni ja sha pa na ha pa u hu shu 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 papapap ne pa u hu shu pa.
All right, so let me know how you received that. And come on, I'm gonna answer this one more time, but you have to start trusting in yourself and your intuition because you know this answer. I know you already. You know this answer. And on the invitation, it's a yes. Getting satisfaction, good times, happy ending. So you already knew this answer. I didn't have to tell you, but you knew it. Um, so let's get on to how did everybody receive that light language? And let's go look at hard mute. Is Christy talking to others romantically? Let's just ask the universe a yes or no on this. And one of the things you got to worry about, Jimmy, is if you're worried that somebody is doing that, like kind of talking behind your back to other guys, other girls, whatever it is, romantically, I don't judge. Um, and the universe is telling me a yes, right? So let's ask it one more time. Is she speaking romantically to others? And Lourdes, you're crying because you're releasing. That's really healthy. That means you've healed something. That's fantastic. Just keep letting it flow. Don't suppress that because you're releasing something really deep. Okay. And so I got a maybe and a yes. And why is Spirit telling you this, Jimmy? The problem is that it's a codependency when you want to you get worried and you're up and down about it, that anxiety, that fear, that's not a place you want to be in because it's unhealthy. And so you have to open up your communication and just have that conversation and say, hey, but do it in a proper way. Don't go in an accusatory way and just say, hey, are we, together or not? And if you're not, then, you know, that's okay. But you have to, from a place of lack, what that's going to do is it's going to be a big flag. And you probably don't want to be inside of that space. That's something that you need to heal, some sort of abandonment and rejection wound that feels to be coming in. Go to my spiritual channel on Silver Fox Spiritual. I have a whole bunch of stuff on that, and try to see if you can kind of remove that energy. It takes a lot because a lot of us have these contracts to have these experiences that really just are meant to keep us down, and it's up to each of us to heal our own stuff. Don't worry about what Christy's doing. You just got to worry about yourself. So I hope that answers your question. But I would start with the healing because the healing is going to get you to a place where you're not feeling that anxiety, and that anxiety is very painful. Um, so let's also, and you're welcome, Jolie, and let's go to Misty. Is are upset that you're not in contact? So are you upset, Misty? And let's see what's going on because, and this is one of the things I'm going to tell to a lot of people here because I get these questions all the time. So are upset that you're in no contact. You know what? Who cares? And this is why do we say who cares? Because if you're pulling and constantly tugging on their energy and constantly wanting to know, that's going to pull on them energetically and it's going to keep you stuck in a loop. And you don't want to be in a loop because it's going to keep rolling in your head over and over and over again and it's going to start bringing your frequency down. What you can do is heal those wounds that you're dealing with, which is rejection, abandonment, also low self-worth. There's so many different wounds that are in that relationship perspective, and I see them all, and I've had them all, right? And you're not the only one that's going through that same process, and we all do. And so what we do is we can only heal ourselves. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're working on ourselves. And the Spirit's saying the same thing to you. Stop, right? Stop. And when we say stop, it means stop obsessing because that obsession is going to drive you nuts, right? And it's only going to keep whatever's meant for you from coming back to you. And I'll ask Spirit one more time. Is he upset? Is our upset that you're in no contact? And Spirit gives me two more this time. Ask again. And yep, right? So stop obsessing. You'll figure it out. Your person probably is feeling a little bit of anxiety, but that's not your problem. Your problem is really to work on healing yourself. And as you heal yourself, your person who you're meant to be with is going to come into you energetically. Um, so with that, let's go to so Sacred Cosmica, you would like some guidance on your connection with VS. All right, so let's see what the energies are. I think I'm going to go to the, if I can find them, the Romance Angels. I'm going to see what they have to say about this connection. Actually, here we go. They were hiding from me. And you're welcome, hard mute. I mean, like I say, don't take it as roughness. It's just a matter of, the more we sit there in that lack mentality, the more that the lack comes through, and it could be a long lesson. And I had to sit through it for a few years, and it wasn't a great place to be. But as you work on yourself and releasing those energetic connections, you're going to find that freedom is going to attract what's truly meant for you, right? So with that, Sacred Cosmica, see what's going on with your connection with VS. One more card here. And so if you have gotten a card, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Donations are wonderfully appreciated, but not required. But what I do require is that you like, follow, and share, and subscribe, and throw your notifications on so you can see when I go live again. I do these at least twice a week where I'll answer some questions for free. All right, so I've got a lot of I've got a lot of positive cards here. It's safe for you to love. There's romantic feelings. There's passion, but give your relationship a chance. So for you, Sacred Cosmica, whatever's going on with your connection with VS, there's a lot of positive energies on there, but you have to open up your heart a little bit because the spirit is saying it's safe for you to love, right? And give your relationship a chance. Don't count yourself out before you even get into the ring. So hopefully that resonates with you. And so don't forget to please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And if anybody else has some questions, please do throw them in the chat because I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and then I'm going to probably jump off and grab a grab a glass of water and then head off to a little bit of Shushabai Dreamland. For those of you who had kids back in the day, you'll laugh at that one. Um, and you're welcome, Sacred Cosmica. So whoever's looking for a card, please put it in now into the comments because otherwise I'm going to close shop in a few minutes. I think Spirit wants me to pull one more card for the collective, and that's going to be just a message of inspiration for the collective's higher self. One card, and that card is have courage, right? Awaken the warrior of light within you. So a lot of you going through some tough stuff, and Spirit saying, have the courage. Everything's going to turn out okay. And so with that, I do thank everybody. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And I will see you the next time I decide to go on live. And don't forget to subscribe and put your notifications on. And please do visit my other channels on YouTube. I have Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube and Silver Fox Spiritual Dash Readings. Both of them are great little channels. Uh, do appreciate everybody for coming on, spending some time with me for the last hour, and we'll see you when the next live comes on. Thanks again. Cheers.